All right, I think we got the green light. Are you ready?
This is good, yeah.
Good, looks good. All right, this will be the regular called Planning Commission meeting. I know I see all members present with the exceptions of Ken Suberling and Brad Goodwin. First item on the agenda is the approval of minutes from December 15th, 2025. Those were sent out earlier by Grace. Were there any changes or corrections? If not, we need a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
All right, we got a motion and a second. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. All right, next item is approval of the agenda, which everyone has in front of them. Are there any changes, additions, or deletions to the agenda? If not, we need a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
All right, we got a motion. and
Second.
Ms. Swan seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Agenda is approved. We next come to the point on the agenda for comments from citizens. For if there's any citizens in the audience who wish to comment to the board on an actual item of business that's on the agenda tonight. If you're here for your own agenda item, you'll get to speak when we call that agenda item. But if you're just here to make a general comment, we'll open the floor at this time. Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to regular business. First item is their preliminary final plat, 2 lots at 134 Shipley Road, zoned RS1 in the UGB. Mr. Northcutt.
Hey, good evening. I'm representing the Shipleys on this. And just to familiarize you with the site, this is Shipley Road, and just north of there, a little piece is Old Seminary. And so this is a portion of the old Shipley farm, yeah, right where you got the cursor. Right there is where this is located. And I'm actually working for Colleen Morton, who is the daughter of the Shipleys. And she is wanting to build her house there next to her folks' place. And so anyway, we got everything staked out. She got the soil scientist out there to mark a soil site. We've got the restrictions back from TDEC with a 4-bedroom approval. So it should meet all the requirements and be pretty straightforward. And so we're seeking approval for this minor division.
Okay, thank you. Brittany, I see no punch list, recommending approval.
Initial comments were addressed and staff recommended approval of the plat.
Okay, does anybody have questions for Mr. Northcutt or for Brittany or Adam? Not, staff's recommending approval, no punch list.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Okay, got a motion and a second to approve. Is there any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Okay. Item number 2 is a preliminary final plat, 2 lots on Blanton's Chapel Road, map 68, parcel 78.05, zoned RS1 in the UGB. See Mr. Northcutt still standing, so.
I'm representing Mr. Howard on this. And, yeah, so we're, you know, little ways down Blanton's Chapel Road, like before you get to Lusk's, little swag down there that you dip down in. So this area that we're looking at is kind of right in this area. And so it was Mr. Howard's desire to cut off this piece of land to deed to one of his employees that lives in a house right there, kind of sort of next door to it. And anyway, there again, it's pretty straightforward. We're just more having to kind of weave the lines through some of the existing accessory structures, but other than that, you know, it meets the, you know, it's well over the minimum size, and it's meeting all the soil requirements and all that. So we're seeking approval.
Okay, Brittany, I see same, no punch list on this one.
That's correct. Staff recommends approval.
Okay, does anybody have any questions for Brittany or for Mr. Northcutt? If not, is there a motion?
I make a motion to approve.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
All right.
He's on
Mr.
hold.
Umbarger, second.
I was gone last month.
That's right, he's got to make that.
Thank
I'm
you.
a quota, I'm a quota.
All right, we've got a motion to approve, which has been seconded. Is there any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Thank you for that. All right, item number 3 is the preliminary and final plat, 2 lots, 1319 Hills Chapel Road, zoned R2.
All right, I'm representing Mr. Chartery on this. The Tom's family just recently sold this to him. And I'm not sure if you remember, but this is the one where he had come before y'all seeking a special exception, I guess it was last month, to be able to do multifamily in this area. Now that we've got a whole survey on it, you can see, there's a drain going through the property. So we've set up buffers on all that. And so there again, he was wanting to set up some multifamily in this area, but wanted to, be able to separate the house from the rest of that. So that's where we're at this point. Is, he's acquired the property and now he just wants to divide the existing house off. The one thing of note on this is that the existing driveway comes up and then serves the house. For right now, we have an egress easement set up for that portion so that they can continue to use the driveway until such time that the development happens, and at that point, there will be a new paved road that comes in to the development, and then this driveway will just come off of the new paved road at that point. But other than that, just a 2-lot minor.
Okay, Brittany, I just see the one comment for coordinating with Manchester Water and Sewer.
That's correct.
Anything else on it? Like I said, tonight is just the 2-lot subdivision.
Aside from that, available sewer capacity, staff recommends approval.
Okay. Anybody have questions on this for Mr. Northcutt or for Brittany or Adam? If not, staff's recommending approval, subject to the one punch list item.
I'll jump in there. I'll make a motion that we approve this with the punch list item.
I second.
There we go, okay. We got a motion and a second to approve, subject to the punch list item. Any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. All right, moving right along. Thank you, Mr. Northcutt. Item number 4 is a site plan for 263 Ragsdale Road, zoned C2. Anybody here on that one? If not, Brittany, you want to
I'll let Adam do it.
walk us through, or Adam? Okay.
So this is a proposed site plan that basically just adds to the existing gravel parking staging area that they have there. You can see the little creek right below I guess it comes up under Ragsdale Road right there, right below the label for the road. So it'll be north of the creek, that area where it's going. There's another pretty significant drain that comes across it. It comes across this part that they're going to be developing there, and they'll be connecting the two parking lots with like an access road right there and a culvert going across that creek. So I guess they have done a stream determination, or they're just treating it as stream and keeping buffer areas. They're providing detention. There won't really be any need for utilities here. It's just going to be a gravel parking lot.
Have the same requirements for fencing and shrubbery and sidewalks?
They do have the sidewalks up there.
They did extend the sidewalks. There's not, they do have the buffer along the waterway, and then they have the landscape, the 10-foot requirement along the right of way, but I don't think that there's any proposed shrubbery of any sort.
And
They did on the other one, didn't they? Didn't they put some
did.
shrubbery?
Right around the outside of the
They did,
fence.
and there was actually an issue with that, because Duck River has reached out to me and said we shouldn't have allowed that.
Shouldn't have allowed shrubbery?
The kind of shrubbery that they planted in.
Of
some
course.
those areas.
Yes.
So,
So again, the shrubbery is like allergic to electricity, I mean.
the height that they get and things of that.
Ah,
nature.
okay, I got you.
This doesn't front Ragsdale though, does it?
Yes.
Does it?
Mhm. And it doesn't impact the original plat or site plan that had the, I see there's still the potential for a 60-foot
Yes.
right-of-way. Okay.
No actual structures are proposed. No public access. They did, they do mention the reinforcement for the gravel parking area, just as they did in the other.
Does the fencing extend already up that section or not? I don't remember.
No, I don't believe it does.
So they have fencing on there for this one?
Do not have it shown on here as proposed.
I think that was what we, the main thing we had, that last one was to have the fencing and then to have the shrubbery or some greenery on the outside of the fence.
They're putting in sidewalks, right? Did you say they were?
They're extending the sidewalk. that's
Yeah, I
there.
see a proposed sidewalk. Okay, did you have some other punch list items too, or?
I was trying to find that, I can go past it. So, this being a commercial site plan, a detention agreement and long-term maintenance plan will be required. Coverage under a construction general permit will be required if it's over more than an acre, so they'll have to provide a SWIP for the city to review in accordance with MS4 permit. Coverage under an ARAP will also be required since they're gonna be modifying the stream there with their crossing and getting in the buffer zone. And just a minor comment, it appears that they have in one of the revisions, missed putting in a double culvert rather than a single culvert up under that road, but that's minor.
Or do we want to have the same requirements on the exterior that they do on the balance of the property?
I think we do.
Fence.
Can you go back over for Mr. Umberger why we allow gravel on this? I think that has, it's like, has a, like a geotextile fiber underneath it for this situation. Or since I know
Yeah.
typically we require it to be paved, but
It does have the soil reinforcement, geogrid in there, so. And I think don't they store some equipment and things like that, they would probably tear asphalt
Right.
up, so.
that's how it's explained to me. But it does meet like the codes as far as,
Yeah, it'll minimize erosion and runoff and all that kind of stuff from the gravel, so.
Okay, so other than those punch list items, is recommending approval of the site plan,
I believe staff recommends approval. Yes, sir.
maybe with the addition of,
So I make a recommendation for approval subject to the following punch list items plus continuing the same type of cover fencing of the existing lot or existing area. I can't speak to Duck River, you can speak to Duck River.
all right, so we've got a motion, is there a second?
I'll make a second.
All right.
So
we
we'll
got-
get the dwarf plants.
Yeah.
The dwarf
right,
version,
ones,
the dwarf
Not the giant one. So we've got a motion to approve, subject to the punch list with the addition of extending, or of using the same fencing and greenery cover as the other section. That's been seconded. Is there any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Very good. All right, next item, number 5, is a public hearing for acceptance of plans of service for New Bushy Branch Road, map 76, parcel 59.11, proposed zone of R3. Brittany, you want to take us through real quick that, and then I'll see if there's any other public comment, what we're doing here, because I think we looked at this once before, right?
Yes. So, previously, there was a request for annexation, and with that annexation, each department submits a plan of service. All departments submitted a plan of service. However, after the planning commission meeting, it was brought to my attention that, the property was in, Hillsville's water jurisdiction. So for best practice, I decided to bring it back before you all with all of the previous plans of service and also Hillsville's plan of service as well. I have all of them here, a couple copies of the packet if you all want it. But all of them stayed the same except for, we just have the addition of the Hillsville plan of service. And so it is before you.
And they were able to provide adequate water coverage and
So their letter states that the water coverage is more or less up to us. They will utilize our lines and we have a meter to the property.
so in effect, we're sort of,
Tapping into an existing city line.
and we're having another public hearing just because when we had the prior public hearing, we didn't have the Hillsville's plan of service. And so we want to make sure that it's clear now that Hillsville's plan of service is included, and I'll check to see if there's any other public comment
That's correct.
on this. Okay, so with that said, is there anybody here tonight in the audience that was here would like to address the board in this public hearing regarding the acceptance of plan of services for the property on New Bushy Branch Road? Okay, seeing none, we'll close that portion of the public hearing, but Brittany, do we still need a motion to send the plan of services with this now with a positive recommendation to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen?
I do feel that would be best to send that with a positive recommendation after all wishes.
Which is what we did last time
Yes,
too, right?
previously it was sent with a positive recommendation, so if you all wish to do that again with the addition of the Hillsville plan of service, so be it.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions?
I'll make a motion to send it with a positive recommendation with the new plan of service letter from Hillsville.
Okay, got a motion, is there a
Second.
second? Got a second, any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Very good. Item number 6 is preliminary final plat, 2 lots at 3082 Old Tullahoma Highway, zone I-1 to RS1. I guess we'll get to that here in a second. See Mr. Northcutt standing back up. So,
So to give you some reference on this, this is the old Tullahoma Highway, and this is north of Belmont Road. Belmont Road or Mountain View Road is a little further south, and this is just below where that sawmill is that's there. Yeah, so you can see all the sawmill. So the portion that he's looking at severing is this, and really we're not really creating a new lot. Mr. Howard has purchased the land behind it, and it's their intention to add this portion to what he has in the back there. So really, it's kind of more of just a lot line adjustment. So they've, spoken with the owner of the sawmill, and, they've agreed on where to cut it off, and so, it meets all the requirements, but there again, it's not really a a standalone lot, you know, that's, so this property line is gonna go away, and this will be joined, to the adjoining Howard property.
Okay, Brittany, you have comments?
Any comments for plat? Staff recommends approval.
Okay, no punch list items? Okay, does anybody have any questions for Mr. Northcutt or for Brittany or Adam on this? If not, staff's recommending approval with no punch list items remaining.
So we're voting on approval of the plat and then the rezoning?
Right. Correct, because right now, that little triangle is still, would still be zoned I-1, because that's what it is. Would create a split zone, I guess, for, but anyway. Yeah, this would just be for the division.
Gotcha.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Good.
Second.
All right, we got a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
Thank you.
All right, item number 7, let's stay up here, is the de-annexation of 1.07 acres on Old Tullahoma Highway, map 93, parcel 3701. I'm assuming it's that same 1.7 acres because the property it's now combined to is not in the city? Is that
So
correct?
he just wants it zoned the same, he just wants it zoned RS1 to be congruent with the rest of his property.
Cuts our tax dollars.
See, I thought he'd be wanting to annex all that 251 acres.
We make a deal, we can make a deal with you right now, Danny. Get sued.
Yeah.
All right, so Brittany, tell us about, that is a, obviously, that's not a decision specifically this board can make. It would have to be a recommendation to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen. The 251 acres, I guess, is that in the UGB?
Yes, so this 250 acres is in the urban growth boundary. In 2021, Mr. Evans annexed the sawmill property, and from what I've gathered, de-annexation doesn't necessarily have to come before you all. It's done by ordinance at the Board of Mayor and Alderman level. However, I felt it's a good idea to bring it before you all to send out with a positive or negative recommendation to the Board of Mayor and Alderman. So that's where we're at.
And so this piece will still be in the urban growth boundary as part of that other piece. So at some point, if Mr. Howard chose down the line to ask that that property be annexed, it could be included in that as well.
That's correct.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions on the request for Brittany or Adam or Mr. Northcutt or Mr. Howard? I see sitting quietly over there in the corner, out of the camera shot. Wow. If not, this will be a recommendation to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, either positive or negative, and then they'll have the prerogative to do what they choose, whether they take that recommendation or not. But as Brittany said, it'd be appropriate to send it with a recommendation. You can see what Mr. Howard is asking.
I make a motion to send this to the BOMA with a positive recommendation for de-annexation.
Okay. We got a motion to send with a positive recommendation. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We got a second for Mr. Umbarger. Is there any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
Thank you.
All right, and then we've got, I guess, one other item on this. Item number 8 is rezoning of 1.07 acres on Old Tullahoma Highway, map 93, parcel 3701, from I-1 to RS1. So, again, this board doesn't rezone property, only makes recommendations, but I assume, Brittany, since this is going if it's going back into the urban growth boundary and de-annex, this will be a recommendation to the county commission to zone it, to basically take it, they'll get it back if the city de-annexes it, but for them to take it as back to, or put it as an RS1 zone,
That's correct.
which would match the rest of the property it's attached to.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Does anybody have any questions or comments about that or the need for that recommendation? If not, it seems appropriate to send with a positive recommendation, but I'll see if there's a motion to that effect.
I'll make the motion that we send it to the county commission with positive recommendation.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
All right, we got a second from Dr. Swanson. Is there any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Very good. Moving right along. Item number 9 is tonight, since we're in January, our first meeting of the year. We always elect officers for the upcoming year. We have a chair, a vice chair, and a secretary.
So I'd make a motion to reappoint everyone that's already serving. Just reappoint.
Second.
We got a-
Everybody jumping in on
Let's
that
go.
one.
I know. We got a motion from Mr. Messick finally on the board here tonight, I think, and the mayor with the, did I hear the mayor second that? All right, prior to doing that, I guess, are there any other nominations or anyone that doesn't want to serve? I think the current, I'm the chairman, Dr. Swanson's the vice chair, and Ward Johnson is the secretary. So,
Do you need a motion to cease nominations?
I mean, I'm not hearing any, so I'm gonna say, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, it will be good. No report from me tonight. Adam, do you have anything?
Yes, sir.
Brittany, anything else of note that you need to? We're on track, regular meeting in February? Okay. Third Monday. And let's see, I don't think now there's no one that hasn't made a motion or a second.
May I say something before we adjourn?
You may.
Jenny, the partner to Ken, reached out, and she's having a celebration of life, and I just wanted this board, this commission to
Yeah.
know that. It's April
Okay.
the 4th at her home, and it's at 1 o'clock till 4.
April the 4th.
Wonderful.
Okay.
And I have the address, and I'll be happy to share that too, if anybody didn't know where they were living.
Okay.
Did they figure out what happened, or just?
Heart attack.
Well, thank you for that. Everybody put that on your calendar. With that leaves one item on the agenda.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, you're opposed, we're gonna smack you around. We just have minutes in our other meeting, Grace, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, this will be the regular call meeting of the Manchester Board of Zoning Appeals. See all members present, again, with the exception of Brad Goodwin and, of course, Mr. Suberling. We have minutes from our December 15th meeting to approve. Those were sent out ahead of time for everyone to review. Were there any changes or corrections? If not, we need a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, all right. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. I don't think we have to approve the agenda because there is no agenda, correct? And no comments from citizens, we have no business, no report from me. Adam, any report? Brittany, any report? Mr. Messick?
Oh, I'd move to adjourn.
Mayor?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, very good. Thank you all very much.
That's why you're the chairman, 30 minutes.
30 minutes, boy, that's what I was.
That's why